There's a kettle boiling, people gaming in the other room, and some food in the pan. So it's sounding a little loud, but today is day, what are we today? Day 13 or day 12? Cat. Day 13. Okay, so today was weigh-in day. I've lost another 8 pounds, which means that I've lost 22 pounds in 2 weeks, which is really good. Yeah, I'm just kind of like in the craving stage. I slept 8 hours today, so I'm a little tired. But, or no, I slept like 9. But, I don't know, I'm tired today. But we're going to go do groceries with a pile of us. And then there'll be more prepping to do. So, yeah, this is quick. I'm just literally just making some hash. Thankfully, I had cut stuff, so I just literally threw it all in there. So I strongly suggest prepping vegetables in advance, like having some grated sweet potato and then some pre-cut sweet potato in the fridge and stuff like that. It really works. The grated, I probably would only leave it in there and make sure I only have enough for like maybe 2 days worth. But they're not hard to make anyway. You just throw them in the food processor and with the grating attachments. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, going to do groceries. Alright guys! Hi! Yeah, so I found a candy that I can actually have. This is pure maple candies. This is
in snow.
It's made on snow with just maple. So I'm having one. It's soft. I love it. So this is my treat of the day. So this is Portage. No, this is Boudreaux Meat Market. I don't know why I say Portage Pork. Hi guys. So we're getting some beef cubes, pork, well, ham, and some ground beef for burgers. And we're still humming and hawing over what else we're gonna buy. How you have whole chicken, right?
Yeah.
How much is the chicken?
Like roughly $14-15.
Okay, yeah, we'll take that. So I think that'll be it here, and then.
A thing of eggs, we could probably just grab a dozen.
Yeah, if you want to buy a dozen eggs here. Yeah.
What is an egg? That's it.
I'm so excited. We found goat.
I don't know where Chrissy is, but she's probably just looking around.
Hi! And my bag of chicken feet. Lots of wind. Yeah, 70 some, I think, once. We don't have a lot left right now. We're gonna have to get fruit. Come on. What? Right. Got my cart. What? Yeah, I like that. Alright, so what do we want?
We have more apples.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. We'll get bananas. Do we want to... What kind of apples do we want right now? Do we want opals again, or do we want to...
Old Delicious.
Okay, grab a bag, put some in. I don't know, 10?
Sure.
It's for all of us, so... I'm gonna go around here. Yeah, they have peaches and something. They've got pears. Chantal? Ooh. Yeah, persimmons, they're...
Not a big fan of pears.
Peaches are $3.99 and they're ripe.
Nice and ripe.
Yeah. Do you want to grab some? Oh, sorry. They have plums too. Here. I'll,
How much?
how many do you want to get?
It's $3.99 a pound.
Well, just get a few. Because we're all going to eat a little bit. Ooh. They have little boxes of persimmons too. Chantal, they have apricots. 2 for 99 cents.
You got some?
Okay, let's, how many? 4, 6?
6.
Huh?
The tag exploded.
Do you want to grab another,
Oh,
and are we getting more melon this time around or no?
no, we don't eat it. This is what you eat here. That's just crazy.
Plantains and bananas. They have bags of avocados, $3.99 for a 4-pack. Do you want to get 2 of them or?
Well, I don't eat avocados, so that's up to you.
Yeah, but we do go through a lot of them, you know, so we can get 2 of them. Yeah, because it's basically like part of my fats. Do you want to get a papaya?
Sure.
That's probably going to be it for fruit because that's a lot of fruit. Okay, just put it on the bottom. Alright. Oh yeah, it's just like, yeah.
A juice orange?
It's just we have a lot of them. Okay, we're good on this. Ooh, spaghetti squash. How about spaghetti squash?
Sure.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's alright.
Yeah, still good. We need to buy shallots at some point. What? What?
Never mind. What were you saying?
Shallots. We need to buy some at some point.
You mean tiny onions?
Yeah, because they're sweeter.
Red onions?
I love red onions. We're almost out of red onions, but I mean, do we want to get? No, we're good for now. Oh, tomatoes. I want tomatoes. And peppers.
You can. Restricted diet.
I know. Cauliflower we'll grab at Costco. I didn't eat that much cucumber, so I think we're going to stay with some cucumber for now, unless you want some. Do you want cucumber?
I can eat cucumber.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, if you like it pureed or not. Some people do. Very true. This is... Okay, oh, I want those 2 leeks up there, or maybe 3 leeks. 3 leeks.
There's a shit ton of leeks. Just grab some.
I know. This is actually line up, not people grabbing stuff. Though.
I know.
Do you want to grab some zucchini over there for me?
We'll get there when we get there.
Okay. Alright, we got fresh rosemary, chives, mint.
Not like the other one where I saw
Eyeing the grapes.
and I went, nope.
Do you want to get blackberries or anything like that?
Well, they're 4 for $5. So grab 4.
That's honestly what we do. We literally just all do groceries together and pool our resources. It makes it so that we can buy more food. Oh, I just realized I was still recording.
Good job.
78.32 for all of that. Alright, just leaving Costco. We got the last of our stuff. Scenes in the back. I'm freezing. I don't know if I look very red. Yes, you are very cute. What was I gonna say? Yeah, like we got a few things. We managed to find cauliflower rice. It's a little thick, so it might have to be made smaller. We got our sweet potatoes. We got heirloom squash. I'll show you guys when we unpack and everything. But
cauliflower rice, if you make it any smaller, it'll turn into cauliflower couscous.
Yep. I tend to like it smaller. Like it's just like some of the chunks are like big, and I'm like, no. Yeah, I wanted to clarify something because there quite often, like when it comes to grocery stuff, I have gotten a few people that have commented, not on the videos, but to me personally. We're 4 people in the house. So, like, because a lot of people were like, oh, like, you know, you buy a lot of food. How do you buy all that healthy food? And how do you afford that? I wouldn't be able to afford that. Like, keep in mind, we are 4 people in our house, and what we do is we combine our money together to do groceries. So it's not just one person buying all of this stuff. So that's how I managed to be able to buy all of that. It's because, like, we all buy it and we all eat that healthy food and stuff like that. So that's why I'm lucky when it comes to that. There are still ways to do it cheaper, you know, like we have tomavo, you know, for somebody who's just by themselves, like you can definitely do tomavos. Well, like a lot of people could do it the way that I do it, with just, you know, cheaper cuts of meat and things like that, and go into tomavo for fresh vegetables, or, you know, something like that in your location. Quite often there's places where you can get some cheaper things. It's just tomavo allows us to be able to have access to some more exotic fruits for a lower price, which is fun. And local stuff too. They have some local produce as well, which is good. But yeah, so I did not eat anything that I shouldn't have today. I got my maple candy, which is great.
I have a lot of things I shouldn't have today.
Yeah, you're not on your solids yet, but I mean, what you had wasn't bad. Just hopefully it doesn't come back to haunt you.
Come back to bite you in the butt.
Yeah, but what did we get? We got, yeah, I only ate one thing here, right? They had cherries. Frozen cherries, so I just took, there was like 3 little frozen cherries, and we just munched on them, so that was good.
I ate those and now I'm full.
Yeah. Well, I can imagine. Like, I can't imagine.
Cherries are huge.
Yeah, well, they're big. Plus, like, you get full really fast now.
Yeah, like
which
I
is
ate a little slice of brie cheese, a little mozzarella ball, and those 3 cherries, and now
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Well,
I'm full.
you know what? All of those things are soft. Like, I know you're supposed to be in the puree stage, but they're all soft. So.
Well, I made sure to like chew them really well.
Yeah. So.
Except that one cherry I swallowed, only like partially chewed.
Yeah, but that's because it probably surprised you, like it surprised me.
Yeah.
That first bite, I was like, ah! Like my teeth started hurting because like I didn't know it was that frozen.
Exactly what happened. I'm hoping that cherry doesn't come back.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't come back to haunt you. That's what we're gonna call it now, coming back to haunt you.
Now I'm imagining ghost cherries.
Ghost cherries?
I want to draw a ghost cherry with a face on it.
Spooky.
Rest in peace, Cherry. You were delicious.
Spooky.
Alright, so I'm sure, like, I'm probably gonna do a tiny bit of prep, but we gotta, mainly we're gonna rest when we get back, and then we gotta go and grab more stuff at the house, because we gotta get everything out of the old house and into the new one. So alright, so figured I'd show basically what we bought at Costco, because Costco, I didn't really show that. So for Chantal, we've got her Balderson cheddar. Obviously I can't have that. I also can't have milk, which is Chantal's milk. I think that's all. Well, there's evaporated milk for my husband's coffee. The rest of it Oh, and I also can't have the dried mango because those are sweetened as well. But the rest of it is all stuff that I can have. So I got some more heirloom squash. We got a little bit of Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. Another 3 bags of sweet potato because we're down to 1 bag. I was so happy when I found this. So this is organic guacamole. And ingredients-wise, it is organic Hass avocados, water, dehydrated onion, vinegar, salt, and granulated garlic. So this is AIP friendly, so I have something to dip, which is awesome. And then we got 2 more things of mushrooms, some more kippered snacks, because both me and my husband love these. I was out of granulated garlic, so I got some more garlic powder. And finally they had this again. So this is your cauliflower rice. Now the only thing is, I do find the pieces are a little big, so I tend to like to put it back through a food processor a little bit again. But I've got 2 of these, so hopefully I can freeze some of this. So that way I'll have some of this as my rice. I'll have the spaghetti squash as my noodles, and then I'll have my sweet potatoes for everything else. And we were out of avocado oil, so I got some avocado oil and another big tub of coconut oil. So that's basically what I got for this. I also, last night at like 1, I woke up and I put some broth in. So I have a chicken carcass and half of that bag of marrow bones that I bought last week in here with the veggies, and it went for 10 hours and I just put it on for another 10 hours. So alright, so I have some tomato sauce, basically like a nightshade free tomato sauce cooking. I am attempting to make a ketchup sauce, and usually with like ketchup you need tomato sauce. So we're gonna make this and then add other things to it after. Alright, so it's all been blended. I'm just gonna taste it here. It tastes like a marinara sauce. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this and put it in the blender with a little bit of maple syrup and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. And we're gonna see how that goes. I was gonna film and show what it looked like. I'll post a picture like here now, because I basically inhaled those sliders. Those were delicious. So, well, that's what it looked like now, because you're doing the opposite of me. You're eating your salad first like a good boy. But it's delicious. I'm happy. And the ketchup does taste like ketchup. Yeah. It has a ketchupy feel, and we put some guacamole underneath it. And it was on a coin of sweet potato. And we're watching Geeks and Sundry Critical Role episode 1. Alright, so I just put some stock back in here, emptied out the leftover stock after I had made the tomato sauce. So there was like 1 container left of that. I just prepped a spaghetti squash that's cooking in there. Everything else has been prepped and put away, so just need cleanup. Hey guys, so I'm in my office, just finished editing everything except today's video actually. So and also noticed that I was off in my numbers, so like we're day 14 now. And like I think starting day maybe 10 I start like saying the wrong number as I go. I'm being off by 1 day, but yeah, I'm just getting everything edited. It's 11:32 p.m. so it's the end. I'm about to go to bed. I'm rendering the last week's video, and then I'm gonna start finishing the rest of them so that they're all available. So yeah, I'm pretty tired. So I know I was talking to somebody on the AIP group and the Hashimoto's group, and they've said that usually it takes until around the 1 month mark, so I'm like halfway there, to really start to get your energy up. And then let me see. I just want to find the comment that they mentioned, because that really it helped a lot. Because sometimes like you just want to know, like, all right, what should I expect for milestones with AIP? So I'm just gonna look for it. Okay, so they said that they started noticing health improvements slowly after 3 to 4 weeks. I'm already starting to see some differences. It's just I'm still tired and stuff, but I have more energy than I did. And starting off, I did not have a lot of energy anyway. So she didn't forget quite as much. Oh, okay. So she started seeing improvement slowly. So after 3 to 4 weeks, she didn't forget quite as much, and didn't need as many daily naps, and the anxiety was getting better. After 6 to 8 months, she was almost normal again, and just kept losing weight. So, like I said, AIP is not this fix-all diet that you're going to take for a short amount of time and then suddenly magically feel better. It's a diet to remove anything that is aggravating your autoimmune disease. So that's why it's slow going, and most of the time you're going to end up stuck on this diet for the rest of your life, or at least a modified version of it. So it's slow going, but I'm feeling hopeful that I'll feel better as I go. Like I said, I'm already seeing a little bit of a difference. And then in February, I'm going to see my endocrinologist, so hopefully he's good. I also met a woman at the market who has Hashimoto's as well. And she's supposed to see this endocrinologist in Fredericton that apparently is really good. So if things don't go well with my endocrinologist, I might see if one of my friends from Fredericton would be okay with housing me when I go up for appointments, and seeing if I can't get a hold of that one, because I've heard that the doctor that I'm going to see has, told people to shut up before, and that he's very, very, very by the book, but also that he's a genius. So, like when I hear the words very by the book, it scares me, because a lot of these autoimmune diseases, we've learned a lot throughout the years, and there's a lot of certain things that doctors don't necessarily approve of yet that are showing signs of working. But it's because it's new medicine. It's not proven yet, because it takes a few years to prove stuff. And the diet thing, like the AIP, is one of them, because there are some doctors now that are starting to suggest it, but not all of them. And there's still some that would be that, because most doctors don't. Most doctors only skim through the nutrition teachings, and they only learn a little bit. And quite often it's with like the Canadian Food Guide. So it's like they learn a little bit, but they don't learn that much, unless it's a doctor that decides to specialize in nutrition, which is few and far between. I'm lucky, like my doctor's been pretty good with some stuff, my family doctor, but I'm one of many, and I see him, maybe once a year. And I always kind of feel like I'm being rushed out the door, and that he doesn't really want to deal with me and my weird issues, but at least he's the one who got diagnosed me with hypothyroidism at first, and then finally he didn't tell me I had Hashimoto's. Apparently he did diagnose me a while back with Hashimoto's, but he never told me. I had to physically ask. And then he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then finally I asked if I could get the test done. And then he's like, well, it's expensive. And I was like, well, if I have Hashimoto's, like, I had to state my case that if I have Hashimoto's, it's different than hypothyroidism. In some cases, we're not able to synthesize T3 to T4 and things like that, basically, which means that if I have Hashimoto's, I may need a different medication that I'm on right now, because levothyroxine is what I call it in French, but anyway, levo would not necessarily work because it's only T4. And so he was like, he kind of like reluctant, and then left to check something, and then came back and was like, okay, we'll run the test. And then when I came back for my results, because he tested me for that in Cushing's, he was like, well, I had already gotten the Hashimoto's test done for you. I don't know why. He's like, I didn't authorize to get it done again. I don't know why it got done, basically. But he confirmed that I did have Hashimoto's. So there's that. But yeah, I'm hoping, like, I'm nervous, but I'm hoping that everything goes well with this endocrinologist. I know 3 people that have had him, and they've all said the same thing. His bedside manner is horrible, but he is good at finding, what's wrong with you and stuff like that. So I don't know, he's from Lebanon, I think. Yeah, because he's Libanese. He's French, and my doctor's French, so I'm pretty sure that's where he's from anyway. And he's like, my doctors told me, like, he's very by the book, and a lot of my friends who've had him have said the same thing. And I looked up, like, reviews from him, and apparently, like, he's told people to shut up and listen and things like that. But I do understand, like, from what my friends have explained, it's like he's like, he has this list, and he will ask you questions, like, about everything and all sorts of details, which is good. It's taking notes and figuring things out. And but he's very much like, let's get this done and out of the way, and don't interrupt me while this is being done. And then afterwards, you can ask questions, basically. And, obviously us as women, we don't usually deal well with that sometimes, because we're, we don't, I don't deal well with being told what to do in general. I've never been like that. And then apparently he, he's French, so if you're English, that can also cause a little bit of a language barrier and stuff like that. There are some people in the review stuff that have said, bring your husband with you. I may, just in case, not because of that, but because if I have to argue my case and I get upset, I need somebody to hold my hand. My husband does not speak French, so it's not like he can help me in that way. I speak French, I'll state my case and all of that, but I just need somebody to hold my hand, because if he tries to blame stuff on my weight, if he tries to do any of that, I'm just, I need to basically figure out what is wrong with me, other than, it's not sleep apnea, because I'm using my machine, and I'm using it every day religiously. All of my levels right now are normal for my thyroid, so there's either something else that's off with me, and I need more blood work to get it tested. Maybe I need to try a different thyroid medication, or maybe there's something else. Maybe I have endometriosis, maybe I have Cushing's, maybe I have something else on the side. I'm thinking less Cushing's though, because I am able to lose weight with this, but we will see. Are you playing with my cords? Oh, such a cranky kitty. Hey, what are you doing? Don't go on my keyboard. But yeah, so that was my small little rant about nerves about the doctor, but I'm hoping it goes well. And I'm going to sign off today as day 14, and tomorrow we start week 3. And hopefully, some people, like I said, some people say they start feeling better between week 3 and 4. So cross fingers. Good night.